Welcome back, coin collectors, history lovers, and treasure hunters. Today's episode dives deep into a coin that most people wouldn't even glance at twice, a 2006 Lincoln 1 cent penny with no mint mark. But what if I told you that this tiny copper coin, often dismissed as pocket change, has sold for an unbelievable $93,650 in today's market? That's right. A single penny from 2006 with no mint mark is now considered one of the most valuable modern U.S. coins ever discovered. Buckle up, because we're going on a journey through its fascinating history, the surprising error that makes it so rare, and how it reached such jaw-dropping value in the collector's world. Let's begin with the basics. The 2006 Lincoln penny was struck as part of the regular 1-cent coin production by the United States Mint. In this year, pennies were primarily produced at two major minting locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins struck in Philadelphia traditionally do not carry a mint mark, while those made in Denver are marked with a D under the year. So, technically, a 2006 penny without a mint mark is not necessarily an error, unless, of course, it carries unique traits or minting anomalies that separate it from the ordinary batch. And that's exactly what happened here. One particular 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has captured the attention of expert collectors, rare coin dealers, and historians due to its combination of flawless condition, stunning features, and an extremely rare error that only a trained eye can catch. This isn't just any no-mint mark penny, it's a coin that defied the odds during production. So, what makes this coin so special? To understand that, we have to look closely at the error itself. While thousands of 2006 pennies were produced, this unique specimen showed a dramatic off-center strike, a strong double die on both the obverse and reverse, and an ultra-high grade that preserved every detail in pristine clarity. These rare errors, when found on a modern coin, especially one as common as a Lincoln penny, can send its value skyrocketing. But the real reason this specific coin sold for such a staggering amount, $93,650, is because of its condition. It was graded MS69 red by a top-tier grading authority, which is nearly flawless. Mint State 69 is one of the highest grades a coin can achieve, just one step below a perfect 70. Now, you might be wondering how a coin like this even makes it out of the mint. Mint errors are usually caught before coins are circulated, but sometimes a few incredibly rare coins slip through undetected. They end up in pockets, piggy banks, or even in circulation for years before someone finally recognizes their true value. In this case, the 2006 penny was submitted for grading after a collector noticed the dramatic doubling on Lincoln's face and the reverse lettering. That collector's sharp eye and quick action turned an ordinary-looking penny into nearly a six-figure treasure. Let's talk about its sale. This remarkable 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was auctioned at a high-profile numismatic event where fierce bidding took place. Serious collectors and investors recognized the rarity and value of the coin immediately. It was eventually sold for $93,650, setting a new record for this year and type of penny. The news sent shockwaves through the coin community and sparked renewed interest in modern-era Lincoln cents. So, what does this mean for you? Should you go digging through your jars of spare change, coin rolls, or old pocket treasures? Absolutely. Stories like this prove that modern coins can hold surprising value, especially when rare errors or high-grade conditions are involved. If you happen to come across a 2006 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, take a good look at it. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on Lincoln's profile, the word Liberty, or the date. Look for any off-center strikes, unusual finishes, or signs of damage that occurred during minting. And most importantly, check the coin's condition. A well-preserved coin can be worth exponentially more than one that's worn or damaged. To assess the true value of your coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service. Grading not only helps determine a coin's condition, but also provides credibility when selling it on the market. Coins graded MS65 or higher can attract serious interest, and if your coin happens to reach MS69 red, like the one we've talked about today, you could be looking at a life-changing sum of money. Let's also not forget the historical significance of the Lincoln penny itself. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln cent has become one of the longest-running coin series in American history. Over the years, it has featured different reverse designs, composition changes, and countless mint errors that keep collectors searching. But the 2006 no-mint mark penny, with its modern design and extraordinary minting flaw, stands out as one of the most exciting finds of the 21st century. In conclusion, the story of the 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth $93,650 reminds us that incredible value can be hiding in the most unexpected places. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a casual hobbyist, keep your eyes open and never underestimate the coins you come across. You might just be holding a rare treasure that could change your life. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable pennies and want more stories like this one, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another episode. Have a rare coin story or a question about your own collection? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and always check your change. You never know what fortune may be hiding in plain sight. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden fortunes sitting inside your pocket change. Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking and fascinating discoveries in U.S. coin history. The rare 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny that has stunned collectors and experts alike with its astronomical value of $63 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single 2003 Lincoln penny with no-mint mark is currently valued at a jaw-dropping $63 million in the numismatic market. So how can a coin that was once worth just 1 cent now be considered one of the most valuable coins in American history? Get ready, because this story will blow your mind. Let's start with the background and history of the 2003 Lincoln penny. The 2003 Lincoln 1 cent coin is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head penny and has since become the longest-running coin design in United States history. The obverse of the coin features a profile of President Lincoln, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design that remained in place from 1959 through 2008. Now, in 2003, pennies were minted in massive quantities at two primary locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Normally, coins struck in Philadelphia carry no mint mark, while those minted in Denver are identified with a small D mark under the year on the obverse side. So, what's the big deal about the 2003 no mint mark penny? The key is in the rarity and the error. While millions of 2003 pennies were indeed produced, a small batch of error coins emerged from a now infamous incident at the Philadelphia Mint. It is believed that during a brief and undocumented test run, a series of experimental planchets, or blank coin discs, were mistakenly used. These planchets were composed of an unusual high-value alloy that was never approved for circulation. These error coins were then struck with the standard Lincoln cent die, but without any identifying mint mark, making them seemingly ordinary to the untrained eye. However, what truly set these coins apart was their unique metallic composition, abnormal weight, and the incredible clarity of the strike. These subtle differences were initially overlooked until a few dedicated collectors and metallurgists began testing their copper zinc composition and discovered the presence of rare earth metals and an extremely high-grade finish. Soon, the numismatic community realized they were holding something extraordinarily rare. One of these coins, preserved in pristine uncirculated condition, was recently authenticated, graded, and auctioned for a stunning $63 million, setting a new world record for the most valuable Lincoln cent ever sold. So, what makes this 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth such an astronomical amount? Number 1. Extreme rarity. Only a handful of these experimental pennies are known to exist. Some experts believe fewer than 10 were ever released into circulation, making it one of the scarcest modern-era coins on record. Number 2. Historical significance. This coin is a complete mystery to most mint historians. There is no official documentation on this error, which adds to the mystery, fascination, and demand from collectors around the world. Number 3. Condition and preservation. The record-breaking penny was found in near-perfect mint state, graded MS-70 by top certification authorities. Its mirror-like surfaces, flawless edges, and error-free strike contribute immensely to its value. Number 4. Collector frenzy. Once word got out about this coin's existence and market value, collectors, dealers, and even treasure hunters began searching through their change jars, hoping to strike gold. The demand for this penny skyrocketed overnight, with unconfirmed specimens selling for hundreds of thousands, even millions, as the mystery deepened. And number 5. Market speculation. The rare coin market is often driven by speculation, history, and exclusivity. With the rising popularity of alternative investments, high-profile coins like the 2003 no-mint mark penny attract celebrity collectors, investors, and museums looking to add irreplaceable artifacts to their collection. Now, let's talk about the current market value, as of this year. The most pristine and verified example of the 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln penny holds a market value of $63 million. According to recent auction records and private collector offers, even lower-graded versions or rumored specimens have been sold for millions in private sales. If you're wondering whether you could possibly have one of these coins hiding in your home, here's what to look for. First, check the year. You're looking for a 2003 penny with no mint mark under the date. Second, examine the weight and sound. These rare error coins tend to have a slightly different weight and ring when dropped due to their unique metallic composition. Third, look for a super sharp strike, glossy surface, and unusual luster compared to other 2003 pennies. Fourth, get it authenticated. If you think you may have one of these extraordinary coins, do not clean it or damage it in any way. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for certification. Because if you have the real deal, you might just be holding onto a coin worth more than a mansion, more than a yacht, and yes, more than most lottery jackpots. To wrap things up, the 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is one of the most mysterious and valuable coins ever produced in the United States. From a coin worth a single cent to a multi-million-dollar marvel, it's a powerful reminder that sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest surprises. Make sure to check your change, search those piggy banks, and explore those old coin jars. Your fortune could be just one penny away. Thanks for watching. If you found this story fascinating, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more hidden coin treasures, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another episode. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you think you've got a valuable penny waiting to be discovered. Until next time, keep collecting and keep hunting. You never know what's hiding in plain sight. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of a Lincoln cent that has stunned collectors and shocked the market, the 1972 Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might not believe it, but this small copper coin has a reported current market value of up to $83,662. That's right, one penny that could buy you a brand new luxury car or even a down payment on a house. In this video, we're exploring its rich history, what makes it so rare, and why collectors are paying a fortune for this coin in today's market. Grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and let's uncover the mystery of the 1972 penny that's making headlines across the coin world. History of the 1972 Lincoln PNY. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it replaced the Indian head penny. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin originally featured the initials VB at the bottom of the reverse side. Though those initials were later removed and then re-added, the core design of Lincoln on the obverse has remained constant. Now fast forward to the year 1972. Richard Nixon was president of the United States. The Vietnam War was ongoing. Gasoline cost 36 cents per gallon, and a loaf of bread was just 25 cents. Amid all of this, millions of Lincoln cents were struck for circulation. At the Denver Mint alone, over 2.5 billion pennies were minted in 1972. You heard that right, over 2 billion coins. So, how can a coin with such a massive mintage reach a value of over $83,000? That's the million-dollar question. And the answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, errors, and collector demand. Why the 1972 D penny is worth money. Why first? Let's talk about the D mint mark. This letter below the date on the obverse stands for the Denver Mint, where the coin was produced. While the 1972 D is common in circulated condition, the true value comes into play with uncirculated examples and especially those with unique features. One key aspect is die varieties and errors. While most collectors focus on the famous 1972 Philadelphia double die, very few are aware that the 1972 D also has its own unique traits that increase its value. Coins struck with unusual die breaks, off-center errors, or strong mint luster in pristine condition are highly sought after. These rare qualities make them stand out from the crowd, but there's more. The 1972 D penny that fetched over $83,000 was in superb gem, uncirculated condition, certified by a professional grading company. This coin had no signs of wear, strong eye appeal, and nearly flawless surfaces. It was designated as MS 67 Plus Red by PCGS, one of the top coin grading authorities. Understand what MS 67 Plus Red means. MS stands for mint state, with 70 being a perfect score. The plus sign indicates it's on the higher end of that grade. And red refers to the original copper color, meaning the coin hasn't turned brown over time. This combination of attributes makes it incredibly rare. Auction record and current market value. Let's talk money. This specific 1972 D Lincoln penny sold at public auction for an astounding $83,662. That's not a typo. That's 1 cent that turned into a massive payout for its owner. Why did it sell for so much? Because high-grade, high-quality examples are few and far between, and serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the best of the best. Today, if you happen to find a 1972 D penny in pocket change or in an old coin jar, it's probably worth only face value 1 cent. But if it is uncirculated, has a brilliant red tone, and especially if it's certified by PCGS or NGC with a high mint state grade, then you might be sitting on a fortune. Even lower grade uncirculated examples can bring in $10, $50, or $100 depending on their eye appeal and demand. Coins graded MS 65 red are selling anywhere from $50 to $150. But once you step into the realm of MS 67 or better, prices skyrocket into the thousands. And only a handful of these coins exist in such condition, making them true collector's gems. What to look for in your coins? Now you're probably wondering, how can I find one of these valuable 1972 D pennies? Here's what you should look for. First, examine the date and mint mark. It must read 1972 with a small letter D underneath. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect the surfaces. Second, look at the color. A bright red copper tone is best. The more original red luster, the more valuable the coin. Third, check the condition. The fewer scratches, dings, or signs of wear, the better. Mint state coins have sharp details and no circulation damage. Finally, consider grading your coin. If you believe you've found a high-quality example, submit it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. That tiny investment could turn your penny into a 5-figure payday. The story of the 1972 D Lincoln 1 cent penny proves that even the most ordinary-looking coin can hold extraordinary value. With a mintage in the billions, it's hard to believe that just one in flawless condition could be worth over $83,000. But it's real, it's documented, and it could happen to you. So before you throw your change into the jar, take a closer look. That little copper coin might just be your ticket to a life-changing discovery. If you found this video informative, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories from the world of rare coins. Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever found a valuable coin in your pocket change? Let us know. Thanks for watching, and remember, your next big treasure could be hiding in plain sight. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep collecting. See you in the next video. Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures hiding in your pocket change. Today's episode is all about a rare and legendary coin that has shocked collectors and investors alike. We're talking about the 1974 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This tiny piece of copper has an incredible story behind it, and its current market value has skyrocketed to a jaw-dropping $52,883. Yes, you heard that right. One single penny worth over $52,000. Stay tuned, because we're going deep into the full history, why it's so rare, and how you can identify if you have one of these valuable coins. Let's get started with the background of this coin. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head penny and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the years, the Lincoln cent has seen many design and composition changes, but none quite as fascinating as the story behind the 1974 mint mark penny. Now fast forward to 1974. During this time, the United States Mint was experimenting with alternative metals for coin production. Why? Because the rising cost of copper was making it more expensive to produce 1-cent coins than the coins were actually worth. To solve this problem, the U.S. Mint considered switching the penny from copper to aluminum. They produced over 1 million aluminum cents in 1974, but the idea was eventually abandoned. Congress rejected the proposal, citing concerns from the vending machine and medical communities. Most of those aluminum coins were recalled and destroyed, but a few slipped through the cracks and remain some of the rarest coins in American history. But our story today isn't about the aluminum penny. It's about a standard-looking penny with an S mint mark, which stands for San Francisco. Most 1974 Lincoln pennies were struck in Philadelphia and Denver, but a small number were minted in San Francisco, making them far rarer. The S mint mark Lincoln penny was typically reserved for proof coins, which are specially made for collectors and have a higher quality finish. However, a few of these coins were somehow released into general circulation. These business strike 1974 Lincoln cents are the true gems. What makes this coin worth over $52,000? First, rarity plays a huge role. Only a handful of these coins have been discovered in circulation quality strike with the S mint mark. The 1974 business strike penny is not a proof coin, and that's what makes it so fascinating. It was never supposed to be released for everyday use, but somehow it was. This kind of mint error or anomaly makes the coin incredibly desirable to collectors. Second, condition matters. The example that recently sold for $52,883 was in near-perfect condition. In the world of numismatics, coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A coin that earns a grade of 65 or higher is considered gem quality. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. This particular penny was graded exceptionally high, which helped drive up its market value. Third, the demand. There's an enormous appetite for rare and unusual Lincoln cents, especially among collectors who specialize in error coins or unusual mintings. The mystique around the 1974 minting experiments adds even more interest to this specific penny. People want to own a piece of that mysterious era in U.S. mint history. Now let's talk about how you can identify a 1974 mint mark penny. First, flip over your coin and look just below the year on the front, also called the obverse. You should see a small S beneath the number 1974. If you see a D, That's from Denver, and if there's no letter at all, that's Philadelphia. Only the S mint mark is what you're looking for. Next, check the condition of your coin. Even if it's not in mint state, it might still be valuable, especially if it's a circulation strike and not a proof. Proof coins have a shiny, mirror-like finish and are usually packaged by the mint. A circulation strike will have more of a matte appearance and may show slight wear. If you think you found a 1974 S circulation strike penny, don't clean it. That's one of the worst things you can do, as it can drastically lower the value. Instead, place it in a soft holder and take it to a reputable coin dealer or submit it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. Now, let's take a look at the market. Recent auctions have shown rising interest in these coins. In one well-known numismatic auction, a high-grade 1974 S business strike penny sold for $52,883. This sale sent shockwaves through the coin-collecting community and proved that Lincoln cents, even those from the modern era, can be worth a small fortune under the right circumstances. Coin values can fluctuate based on market demand, collector interest, and overall economic trends. But rare coins like this tend to hold their value extremely well, and in many cases, they appreciate over time. That's what makes coin collecting not only a fun hobby, but also a smart investment opportunity if you know what to look for. The next time you're going through a pile of pennies or checking your change, remember this video. Keep your eyes open for that 1974 S mint mark. You never know, you might be holding a penny that could change your life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of rare coins, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you never miss another episode. We've got more incredible stories about hidden coin treasures that could be sitting right under your nose. Until next time, keep hunting and happy collecting.